Hello everyone, this is Simon back here, and today we will talk about private access modifiers. So first of all, what are modifiers? Now make sure that you will use the word modifier in Java, not the specifiers. Specifier is the word which is used back to C++ and C. Now here in Java we will use the word modifiers. Now what are access modifiers? Okay, these are basically the modifiers, okay, which defines that a particular class member, whether it should be accessed out of the class or not, whether it should be accessed out of the package or not, or whether it should be accessed in the whole Java world or not. Okay, so these are what we called access specifiers. Now today we're going to learn about only private. So there are four kind of access specifiers which we're going to learn about one by one and video by video. The first one I'm going to teach you here is the private, then I'm going to teach you public, then I'm going to teach you protected, and at last I'm going to teach you default. Okay, so first of all we will talk about the most basic one, which is the private. It is the most restricted access specifier. So what is a private access specifier? It is that specifier, okay, which allows the class members of a class to be accessed only within the class and not outside that very class. So first of all, if I want to explain you, then here is a class fruit, okay, which I've created over here under the package Java class 12. Okay, so first of all I need to create a main method of this class. So I will write here public static void main, and then I will write string, okay, make sure that the S should be capital, and then argument. Okay, so next, out of this class I'm gonna create another class, which is class, let us say snake, class snake. I love snakes, oh my god. So in this class I'm gonna, okay, so first of all let's create an object of this class into this main method, which I'm gonna refer in class snake. So in order to create object, first of all, class name, then object name obj is equal, let us say it is obj is equal to a new keyword, okay, and then again the class name, and these round bracket and the semicolon at the last. Okay, so this is how to create an object, and I'm gonna refer this object obj in this class snake. So for that, the syntax is first of all keyword static, then the name of the class, and then the object created in the main method, which is obj. Okay, so this is how we will refer it over here. So now let us say string, consider any string s1 is equal to, let us say it is equal to flower. It is equal to flower. Okay, and then I'm gonna create a static method over there, which is also known as class method. Okay, so I'm gonna create a class method. So this is static one. So static, why static? Because by choosing the static keyword and by putting the static keyword ahead of it, I need not to create any object in the main method. All I need to do is just put the class name, put a dot, and after that call the method by putting its name. So here is the use of this static keyword. So static, and then ahead of it is public. First of all I'm gonna write public over there. Okay, so static public, then we have void, and then the method name, let us say it is Justin. Okay, so now here what I'm gonna do is simply, okay, so simply say system.out.print. what you're gonna print is s1. Okay, so first of all, okay, so what it will say that yes, non-static variable s1 cannot be referenced from a static context. So this is a non-static variable and I cannot refer it into this static method, so I need to write here static. So make sure that you will write it static, and now the error will be removed. Okay, so now this is a kind of property of a static keyword, that static variables can only be accessed within, it can only be referred, okay, within a static method, okay. So now here in the main method, I'm gonna call this method Justin over here. So for it, I will write first of all directly class name, then a dot, and then Justin. Okay, so it will show Justin over there, and when I will debug it, it will give me the output as flower. Okay, so it will give me the output as flower, and then what I'm gonna do is just simply put private over here, and then what it is gonna show me, this is the biggest story. So it's gonna show me Justin has private access in Snake. It means that I cannot even afford to call this method out of the class, which is Snake. So I'm calling this method out of this class into another class, which is fruit. But this is not a property of private access modifier. So public access modifier, it is used to access the members of a class. Now this Justin is a member of this class Snake. Public, okay, when I write here public, then the error will be removed. The error is removed now. So public is used to access the methods anywhere in the class, whether it is out of the class. Simply we can say it is used to access the members of a class in the whole Java world. But if I'll talk about private, then it is used to access the class members only and only inside that class. That is only and only in this area, that's it, and not outside it. Okay, so it will give me an error over there. Say it is saying Justin has private access in Snake. So this is what we called private access modifier. It specifies what? It specifies the access. The access of what? The access of a class member. This is a class member. Justin is the class member. Class member of which class? Class member of Snake class. Its access, and this access is that it can only be accessed within the class and not outside the class. So in order to define it, I must write over here access. Okay, so private access modifier is the one which allows the class member who has got private access to be accessed only within a particular class, and that particular class is its own class. Okay, so this is the definition of a private access modifier, that a private access modifier is the one which allows the class member. What is class member? Here the class member is the class method, which is Justin. Okay, which allows the class member who has got private access, and it has got private access, this, okay, who has got private access to be accessed only within a particular class, and that particular class is its own class, which is class Snake. So this is all about private access modifier, and in the next video I'm going to talk about protected, then I'm going to talk about default, and at last I'm going to talk about public. So thank you so much.